So we are back. I'm Krystian from Team Warcast, and we are back here with another guest.
Cool, I'm Johnny from Edinburgh again. Hello again.
Still the same guest, I guess. So yeah, this is going to be an exciting round number 3 from the Dutch Nationals top 8. And so this is the finale for the upper bracket. So whoever wins this gets into the top cut. Not the top cut, the finale.
Winners bracket final, yeah.
The finale, yes. So on the left we have Pieter, which we saw so many times now, and on the right we have a new UK player.
Yes, the UK player in the cut. Go Dave. This is Dave Sear, playing CI. Now, I know what the CI deck is doing. Do you know what it's doing?
It's winning.
It's winning.
In one turn?
No, it's... Well, yes, but not in the way a lot of CI decks win in one turn.
Okay, I'm really excited to see this.
So this deck... How should I put this? I'll give a cryptic clue. It has to go. It usually wins on the runner's turn, if that makes sense.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying this is offer you can't refuse kind of deck?
Not exactly. We'll see what he's doing. So he's doing some normal CS stuff now. He's installed nicely making money.
Okay, so we see a hedge fund and installing ice in front of HQ, and now Pieter does. I had worse. Apparently, he had worse.
So I'm not sure if Pieter knows what's going on here, because against CI as Whizzard, normally you want to take as many axes as you can very quickly.
Yes. So I'm really excited about this. I have no idea what's coming. I have never seen anything of this. Okay, so this run on R&D that was I think in the vanilla.
It looks like it. Yep.
Okay.
Some nice, just cheap gear check ice that's pretty standard in CI.
Yeah, I think it already tells you some things about the CI. Like, it doesn't try to tax you out, perhaps. It just wants to keep you out long enough for to do its magic.
Gets combo out.
So that's going to be Violet level clearance. I love this card.
Oh, it's great.
It's just a bit expensive, I would say.
It's
6 credits.
The only problem is you can't play it in turn 1 unless you have Subliminal. Then it's hilarious. That's Subliminal, Ultraviolet clearance. Boom. I did it once. It was great.
Oh man, that seems amazing. Okay.
Oh no, Employee Strike. Oh, the bane of CI players everywhere.
Okay, so let's see how Rotage will recover from this.
So, as a fellow Brit, I'm very biased. I'm rooting for Dave here. I'm rooting for Rotage.
Yes.
So I hope he's got an answer.
I understand why you're rooting for him. I completely agree. I don't know if I agree yet. I haven't seen his tech yet, but it seems like a. Okay. So you have to maybe explain to people who are new. CI has this ability that you can have as many cards on your hand as you have money. Yeah.
So and there's a current. So CI has got cards in hand equals your money. So normally what that encourages is a kind of very combo heavy style of deck. So you get a lot of money and you've got maybe 15 cards in hand, and you use those 15 cards in one turn to do something cool.
What a remote server! There's a remote server in CI. I haven't seen that in a while.
So this is interesting. So we'll see if he runs it or not. If he runs it, interesting things might happen. If not, then we'll see.
It's getting more and more mysterious. I'm getting more and more hyped for this. This is good. So usually CI doesn't create remote servers. Usually they like to turtle up and just win straight from hand because you have such a huge hand. You have all the combo pieces in your hand for whatever you want to do.
And HB have got some really efficient cards which draw cards and gain credits at the same time. Blue level clearance, violet level clearance, and now ultraviolet clearance.
Yes.
Those are not normally great in normal HB decks because... Oh, there's agenda. Because
that was an agenda.
That was an agenda. Wow.
What?
So yeah, normally in HP decks you can't because you've got to discard all these cards in your hand. You've only got 5 hand size. But in CI, credits equals cards, and it's really good. So okay.
Oh, I'm really confused right now. This is weird. What?
So he's scored.
Oh, okay. There's the Deja Vu that was played for.
Deja Vu for Employee Strike.
Employee Strike.
So, Employee Strike's really good against CI because if you've got a hand of 15 cards and Employee Strike's played, you're a normal corp. You have 5 hand size. Yeah. And you're going to have to discard all these cards at the end of the turn.
And at the same time, Pieter is kind of like applying some pressure here on Dave. Yep. So run on HQ, that is a wraparound. Good anti-AI tech. Run on R&D, that's the Crisium Grid.
Yep. So he probably isn't going to bother trashing that. Even though he is Whizzard, it still costs him money.
Yeah, it's quite expensive. Okay, now the current is gone. What kind of current was that? Was that the -2 hand size current?
-1 hand size. And it's in because... it's a really cheap current. You see it in a lot of like the normal combo CI. it's 0 to play and get rid of Employee Strike.
Like sometimes it's very important to have like a 0 credit current, especially like if you're playing something like Soul, where you just want to get it out quickly without losing any credits.
Yeah, like the credits, a single credit matters.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
A lot of the time,
especially now, because right now Dave is at 8.
Yeah, I can't quite. He does have a D20, which counts his hand size, not his credit pool. And I can't. I think it's on 8.
Yeah, it is. It's, the resolution of the camera on our stream is not that great, but it will eventually be amazing when we release the final videos.
Good stuff.
Okay, so wow, Archive's being in his eyes. Okay.
So I think he must be worried about data circuit tokens there. So maybe that suggests like he's running. I don't know, like Fairchild is reasonably common in.
Or maybe like a Rebirth of Omar, or even worse, like the new one, the Alice. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wow, the score was behind a vanilla.
Yep. Oh, I mean, you could just go out here.
Dave just goes for it. Like vanilla, yeah, that's all I need to. Okay, so that is going to be York in the discard pile using an inject here.
Oh, and he's got Maw. And you know what's really funny is Maw against a CI with like 15 cards in hand. Trying to randomize one of those is not easy.
Oh yeah, let's see if we're gonna challenge those. Okay, there's Parasite. Oh, second agenda scored for Peter.
Okay, so yeah, Parasite, kill the vanilla, got the agenda.
Okay, so both players at 2 points. So apparently Dave was like just basically rushing.
Gear checking, yes. This is interesting.
Okay.
Oh, that's a wee hunter seeker there. So,
okay, so the medium is gone.
Not your standard CI.
So is that part of the idea, like to being a bit more of a Rick shooter?
More riggy shooter, yeah. So getting rid of that mimic is good. I guess maybe he's got some sentries that
creating new remote server.
So that's another piece. So this is definitely not a normal CI would play.
Okay, so now he's down. He has 4 cards on his hand. I get. No, wait a minute. Yes, he has. Right. So because he's normal idea now, right? Because he's
Employee Strike is still up, so he would have a max hand size of 5. So I guess he'll be looking for another one of his currents or archive memories to bring the current back.
Yeah. But it's not like he had to discard a lot of stuff. So it was early in the game, so he was able to deal with this. Like later on, when you have like 20 cards in your hand or something like this,
it's trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but
then you also have the currents. So
So he's managing his hand size quite well. He's just playing like you would a normal deck, and he'll find a current eventually or a way to get his current back.
Two street peddlers up there.
And there we go. There's
another current. Yeah.
And Violet level current. That is a really good card. Again, especially good in CI because you don't have to discard. Normally, you would have 4 cards in hand, play it, and have all these cards and not know what to do with them.
Yeah.
But in CI, it's just more cards.
It's great. It's great. Okay, cool. So there's a run on HQ.
Oh, he's found Temujin off a peddler. That's good.
Off a peddler, and there's. I guess we're gonna see him. I guess he forgot to install the paperclip.
Oh, maybe he doesn't. It looks like he doesn't have enough to install paperclip as well. So there must be a paperclip on one of those peddlers, or maybe on the same peddler.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah. So get credits and do it. First click. Second click.
Credit.
Yep.
Counting. There we go. So Temujin off the peddler for 3. Trashes paperclip, which he installs. There we go.
Oh man, that's so good. One peddler delivering the Temujin and the breaker to get into it.
It's so delicious when you see a paperclip and something else on.
So good, so good.
Okay, so he's got a fairly big hand.
Yeah.
And that's a Rotate. Okay, so Rotate is a bit more spiky than normal CI.
So I'm assuming there's maybe some kind of like redirection stuff going on, maybe, perhaps?
Well, certainly that Mimic being Hunter Seeker looks a bit more...
I saw in the UK recently IT department was also getting more popularity.
It was, yeah. I must confess to playing an IT department deck today. Not my creation, but I played it, and it does get quite horrible when you say...
It is, yes.
This ice is now 50 strength.
That's not something, but maybe, well, I guess we haven't seen any IT department here, so I'm just trying to guess what the secret sauce is.
Well, the hint is that CI's got a lot of cards in their hand, and it's something to do with a lot of cards in hand.
Okay. So I'm getting some hints from fellow UK players. So I see Helmheim servers.
Helheim servers. Yep.
Is that in this deck?
It very well might be in the deck. Yep.
I was wondering. This is a very good card, I think.
It is. I think it's got a lot of potential. I'm myself not a great deck builder, but I know that some genius deck builder is going to come up with one, and I will shamelessly steal it and play it.
Yeah, I was wondering why not people were more like immediately into it. Like there's a lot of like discussion around around data packs, and people are very excited about certain cards. But some cards are like these sleeper cards, where it's like, oh, it's a card that exists now, I guess.
So for people that it's quite a new card, people might not be aware. Helheim Cerberus is I think a 2-cost 4 to trash HP asset. 2 cost, 2 to res, 3 to trash asset. As a paid ability, you can trash 1 card from your hand. Upgrade. As a paid ability, you can trash 1 card from your hand to increase the strength of all ice protecting that server by 2 for the remainder of the run. So it's really, really good. All ice for the entire run, so it's pretty good. So if you've got a glacier deck with a lot of ice, then it takes maybe 1 card to, boost 8 strength worth of ice.
Okay,
that's really good.
Wow, there's another deja vu into
another employee strike.
Employee strike, yeah.
So the current war is going on.
Definitely. And this time for Dave, this might be a bit of a problem. Oh, is that that's the obelisk
that we're talking about? Yeah. You're not going to get enough accesses, I don't think, to make that worthwhile, unless you got medium going as well, which Peter doesn't.
People are discussing in the chat that the deja vu for employee strike is very rude.
Very rude.
Very rude. Okay, 2 upgrades in HQ.
That's interesting. I wonder what those could be.
Well, probably one of them is the servers that we were talking about.
Probably one of them could very be Helheim servers, yeah. So the Helheim servers is really good, but it's got a very kind of critical weakness, and that it's unique. So it suffers from the removal problem.
Yeah, from every defensive upgrade.
Yeah, every unique defensive upgrade problem. It's unique. Sad face.
Okay. So there's an inject. So Peter needs to find. I wonder if he knows what's happening. I wonder if he's prepared for this, or if he's.
So I'm not sure. I've heard Dave mentioned, so Rotage mentioned that people might be onto him.
Yeah.
There are rumors of what he's up to, but he might not have a clue. So we shall see.
There's at least 2 players in Top Cut where they were like very KG about their decks. They don't want other people to see what's happening because the surprise is a very important aspect.
I think there's a Valencia deck in the cut which leans heavily on surprise as well.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you think Peter is actually running the rumor mill?
No, I don't think so.
We saw already. He spent influence for the.
He's got Temujin and employee strike.
Yeah, just too much. It cannot.
I think it would be quite unlikely.
Okay.
It'd be cool if he was, but I don't think so.
So second ice being sold on the remote server. Now all the servers are double ice except from archives, and there's extra protection on HQ.
Oh, and there's medium. So he's saying I'm going to be running R&D pretty soon.
Well, in previous games we saw Peter being like winning by deep digging medium. Like that's kind of like the whole shtick of the Reg S Whizzard.
Medium is a very good card, as we are fond to say in Scotland. It's our secret knowledge how we win a lot. Medium is a good card.
That's wow. That's
top tech insights from
that's really hot wisdom.
Beyond the wall.
The hottest of takes.
So the game slowed down a bit.
Yeah. I think Peter is like really. I think either he doesn't know what it is, or he
suspects something's weird's going on.
Yeah, or also maybe he knows what it is, but he doesn't know how to deal with it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the medium kind of like already gives him a direction. He wants to go on R&D.
I guess the problem, can he break the ice? He did see a road start from hand a couple of turns ago.
Yes.
And he doesn't have a Mimic. It got Hunter Secret a couple of turns ago.
That's true. But he might have a Mimic Ultra. We see an Black Orchestra being discarded.
Ooh. So the thing about a Black Orchestra is that Fairchild might be one of the cards, and but oh boy, you don't want to be breaking Fairchild through with a Black Orchestra.
Oh yeah. This is and unless maybe you have some data suckers at least.
Yeah, data suckers help, but it's
still a lot.
It's a lot.
But you know what's really fun?
What's that?
Breaking an Archer with an MK Ultra.
Oh, how much does that cost? I wonder.
It's 9. With the data sucker, you can bring it down to 6. But you also have to pay 6 just to not get anything trashed.
Yeah, that's like, it could be worse.
Could be better though.
Could be better.
Okay, so meanwhile, back in the game, there was a violet level clearance.
Ooh, and a big
And big
fistful of
discard
cards.
because apparently Rotage didn't find any currents that he's looking to. There's a run on archives. GFI.
Oh,
What?
Oh, that's a neutral MP. Oh, that's another neutral MP.
What
Ooh, this deck could be interesting.
is? I see. I see. Oh, okay. So you do like yes. So you do like a offer that can be offer you can't refuse, and then they run into a Combino or a Brainstorm, I guess.
So there's no offer you can't refuse, but there is Brainstorm. So this deck is a Heal Him Server's Brainstorm deck, which is pretty sick. And he does have MK Ultra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw all of the conspiracy breakers. I think it's a good idea these days because there's so much trashing going on, and these really help.
So Dave's in a bit of a rough spot now.
Yes.
He doesn't have. Yeah.
No, not quite. Can you move the corporate up? The runner one. There was a question if we see the agendas. We don't actually. We don't quite see the agenda, so it would be nice to
Cool.
see some of those.
Oh. So yeah, the aim of this deck is to land a big Brainstorm with the Heelheim servers, and then you have no cards in hand and finish off with a neural, which is an amusing way to die.
Yeah, we recently saw that the runner without a hand size cannot really do too much. It's quite important to be able to hold on to your cards in this game, especially if you don't want to also get killed as well. So
like, cards are good. Like
or put them there. I guess
there are agonizing deck building decisions to put cards in your deck, and if they're not in your hand, then
Yeah. So you draw a card. Oh, I guess I cannot play this right now. I'm going to discard it at the end of the turn. Yeah. So let's see if Dave can pull this off. It seems like he's struggling a little bit. At least he got out the current. Oh no! What I just want to say, like, at least he got out the current, but here's another employee strike.
So on the plus side for Dave, I think that's the last employee strike, and 2 Deja Vus are gone as well, because I've seen 2 employee strikes, and 1 Deja Vu was an employee strike, and 1 Deja Vu was a parasite.
So I guess this is something that we were promised when the currents were released, kind of like this current war.
Wars. It was interesting. Currents weren't quite powerful enough at the start to warrant this current war. But now they currently are powerful enough to...
Oh, no, you went there. You went there.
Oh, I do love my bad puns. Hey, so...
Okay, so it just took 3 years, but we are finally there where the currents are actually a thing.
Some good current wars.
Yes.
So Dave's still got a bit of deck left. He might be able to find a current.
Yeah, Helheim, there's a question in the chat. Yeah, Helheim can be used multiple times.
Yep, it's just a standard paid ability.
So you can just discard your entire hand with like 15 cards or so and to get it to 30 strength.
Yeah, you sure can. And it's kind of hard for a wizard who's on Mimic to break a 30 strength Brainstorm. You need quite a lot of data sucker tokens to do that.
Brainstorm a code gate?
It's a sentry.
So I guess everybody needs to start running Lustig.
Oh yeah,
is Lustig the one that breaks? Yeah, I think it's Lustig.
Oh,
there's a deep dick.
Danger.
This is another deep dick. Helheim. Okay, so now he knows.
Oh, this is danger for...
I think this is...
Danger for Dave. That deck's looking pretty small as well.
This is a very small deck. I think Dave has to pull this off now or else.
So he does have a Biotic, and so maybe he's looking to Biotic out a 3-point agenda? A 2-point agenda, sorry?
Oh, there was some problem with Temujin contract. Okay, that was fixed, I guess.
Oh dear. The other problem with scoring an agenda right now, right, is that a medium with 4 tokens is really good.
Yeah, it's a good medium.
It is a good card.
It's a good card, especially it gets even better the more tokens are on this card.
Yeah. Oh, it's not looking good for our heroic Yoker, unfortunately.
I actually want to see the Brainstorm now. I want to see it. I just want to see it once.
If you could find it and put it in an R&D, that would be really...
Oh, come on, man.
So,
he has this card.
So he could. It's possible that all the agendas are in hand, right?
Yeah.
So there's 4 out. There's probably 5 left. He very well might have 5 agendas in hand.
So I think Peter might just X-ray R&D right now.
Yeah, he might just see everything left. And
ooh, another Helheim service. How many? Wait, what is the other upgrade?
ooh, I don't know.
Oh, Krystian Grid.
Krystian Grid, yeah.
Could be.
I bet he kind of probably wishes that was an R&D right now.
I guess maybe he was afraid of an account siphon wizard.
Possibly. On the other hand, so I think all the agendas must be in hand because he's gone through all of R&D and not seen anything now.
Yeah. Okay.
So, R&D HQ's got a brainstorm of Helheim servers. That's interesting.
So Peter now has to run on HQ. I guess he doesn't have to run on HQ. He can also wait it out. Like
he could wait it out. There's not very many cards left in R&D, and I'm not seeing any Jacksons.
that's a fascinating situation. Okay, no, actually, he didn't see entire R&D. He just runs again.
And yep, there's entire R&D, and yep, there are no agendas left in R&D.
Yeah.
So hand is looking real tempting right now. Although there's not very many agendas left in hand, right? Cards left in the deck. David's on a clock.
Yeah.
And there. Okay, so he's Biotic out.
Wow, that seems like a desperate move.
He's got a lot of credits.
Okay.
And to Vitruvius, okay.
And he can maybe take it home from HQ if he doesn't. Okay, and also the current gets stretched, but now of course the damage has been done. Now
The
it's too
damage,
late.
yeah. Most of his deck is in the bin now, which is a problem. I can't say how to. Well, that's a
Oh
problem.
yeah. Oh, there's also the Maw thing. Yes.
Now you can just run R&D just to trash something from hand.
Oh no! Yes, of course
no.
you can. Oh no!
Oh, poor Dave.
Okay.
Followed by
Random
run
stuff
on.
trashed.
Is that
Yeah. Oh, there's the food.
Yep.
Oh, everything was
agenda. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh, poor Dave.
Wow.
He couldn't quite get his combo out. Oh, that's a shame.
But it's interesting. Like I feel like this game was won partially, at least, during the current war.
Absolutely, yeah. Dave, there's one turn where Dave had to dump a whole bunch of cards, and yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm actually that's a game I would really love to track the amount of cards that are actually in HQ.
Yes, that would have been very interesting.
Yeah. It's too bad we haven't seen what is happening, but maybe Rotage would make it back through
fingers crossed if he makes it up through into the losers bracket, up at the final cut.
That would be really excellent. So we will be back in a second here with the round number 4. That's going to be the lower bracket now.
Yep.
And so, yeah, see you there.
And here's again Krystian after editing. Man, I really wanted to see those Helheim servers in action. I don't think we got like the most amazing display of those. So anyway, before we move on, a quick reminder to click that subscribe button because it really helps building this channel. I'm sorry, I always repeat it. I sounded like a broken record, but it's true, guys. It's true. All right, see you next time around. And as always, hack
Like the planet! Like the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.